Hello, amigo. Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram, and this is episode 833.8. And of course, this is a Weed Nerd World fucking Monday. Hopefully, you guys have had a great weekend. Mr. Smiley's Gardens popping in. Getting my chat popped out.
Locked out that noise, and I came back with a vengeance. I'm Bruce Willis on boys.
Top chat to live chat.
Sipping on some LaCroix, and I walked out of that smoke cloud with my game tight and on point. I'm feeling real good right now. Yeah, I'm feeling real fine. I'm feeling real good right now. Yeah.
Give me rolling up a joint while I'm waiting for Mrs. Smiley. Smoke some last little bit of this Northern Lights. Tell them what I do. What's up, Mr. Smiley? How you doing today?
I like the backdrop.
Yeah, it's getting better.
Move the fridge, huh?
I moved the fridge.
Yes. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Things worked out like that.
Oh, it looks good. It's better than keeping food fresh, whatever.
Well, it was. See, that's one of the things, though. It kind of worked out because, like, the refrigerator wasn't in the proper hole. Okay, so when I moved in, and whatever, they had just moved the refrigerator to another space, and then just filled that space with other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they bought a refrigerator that was too tall. You know what I'm saying? But I like the skills to fix shit like that. So when this is the funny part, brother. This is the funny part. So I'm talking to the gentleman whom I rent the building from, you know what I mean? And letting him know how some glamour shots of how the bathroom looked and everything. And it's like, yeah, well, I'm like, hey, you know what? I've been thinking about it, man. I'm gonna shove that fridge back in the hole. I'm gonna cut that cabinet down. Oh God, thank God, yeah. I'm like, totally cleaned up that circuit for me, though. You know what I mean? So actually, that's a 30 by 30 back there. I'm kind of hoping to score a 4x4, and then I've got a nice little light. I put a, you know what I mean? Something decent to flower with. I'm kind of working on the other side, cleaning up that for like a veg area. You know what I mean? But feels good.
Looks good. I dig it.
Spent some time with the
ladies.
ladies.
Back.
Spent some time with the ladies today, man. They were all like holed up in that 30 by 30, and they're like right up against like a door. You know what I mean? I pulled that fucker out today, and I look at it, and you could see like 3/8 to a half inch at the door side, the strike side. Fucking, it's like hanging down. You see daylight, so you see where the wind's been just whistling in that fucker all winter long. And then, you know what I mean? I knew I was fighting a cold wall on that backside, but I didn't realize I did that. But yeah, shit was fucking cold. So took everything out today and, gave a good fucking look over, took some leaves off, started watering. I don't think we don't, or I've never really talked a lot about how I grow or whatever, but like I preferred in most cases to fucking bottom feed whenever possible. Today, exactly what I did. I was able to get them all out. That's how, I used to give them all individual attention. Pull one aside, spin it around on that little dolly, look her over real good, kind of pick her up a little bit. Just, everything, every textbook thing you think you do. But I've heard that actually the bottom water. So take a pot. Okay, so they're all 1 gallon. So just fucking let them soak up. Give each one of them like 5 minutes in there, whatever. They're not gonna overwater themselves. You know what I mean? In this case, yes, I had explained this to Angel. A couple of them were overdrive in that system there. And then, even if they are overdrive, this is a good way to kind of like help your watering along, is to fill that bottom tray up a little bit. Swell that, bottom portion of the pot. You know what I mean? First. Because most times when you water that super dry pot, it wants to run around the side, straight out the bottom. Now you've got a mess. But if you bottom feed, first, let it soak up for a little while. Now you've swelled up the bottom side of that pot a little bit, brought it right back to the edges. It ain't as easy for that water to run back out. So now, if she's that dry or whatever, you can water a little bit, just enough till water come out the bottom. You know what I mean? You see a drop or two. She's fully watered, completely well. You know what I mean? But the other side, well, now once I got, everything's up and running and it's a normal system, every 3 days, if I can, plant, being big enough or small enough, rather, fucking bottom feed. Just keep that fucking dry. That top side just as dry as I can get it. You know what I mean? Half inch or whatever, just not soaking wet from a watering. Because, man, that was always one of my biggest problems with soil, or most mediums, was fungus gnats. You know what I mean? They breed in that wet, moist surfaced area there, and that's where a lot of things go wrong, is in that little moist area right there. So fucking, I tend to keep that a little on the drier side. That last little bit. I like a fan blowing across that bottom, just to ensure nothing's even flying around in there, and to deter that as well. Oh,
Dig it. It's funny, I've kind of migrated away from the bottom feeding for water, and so I do. So I mean, I got the earth boxes, which is kind of the way those run, but I water from the top on them, and kind of migrated away from.
well, I think there's a little bit of a difference there, and that's the stagnant, of the water. You know what I mean? That water's sitting there for a few days, and it's, kind of leaching off it as it wants, to where a bottom feed itself, the water's not sitting there stagnant, I guess.
Yeah, that's where it becomes a problem, is if it's sitting in the wet feed.
We've talked about, the earth boxes before, and I've kind of suggested just throwing an air stone in there. But you were telling me at one point, what is it? You make it aerobic once you start adding, like, so there can be nutrients and stuff in there that can go bad if you start adding too much air or something like that. You had a good explanation for me not to to add
Yeah,
air.
it would just be pumping hot air in there. I mean, I don't think it's going to give you the benefit.
Well, not necessarily. It doesn't have to run all the time. It could be on a system that ran like 15 minutes every hour. You know what I mean? Instead of a pump that does, because you're right. Yeah, air pump will can add a lot of heat. That motor gets hot, air passes through it, heats up, all that good shit. But something that's, just turning on and off maybe every 15 minutes, or if 15 minutes every 2 hours, just enough to kind of reactionate it, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I've never really seen it where they've had a problem filling out the roots, like totally engulfing those things. So,
Oh,
but yeah, I don't know.
I was watching somebody today, not watching, but more or less flipping through my Instagram and seeing their earth boxes. And I know it was somebody that kind of follow or whatever, and well to do in their soil there. But they had tops off, no caps on the Merc boxes. They were running them, no caps. And I was like, well, see, there's those that do, I guess, because I always ran mine without too, but I felt like an oddball.
Yeah, I've gone away from the caps and like, yeah, I've kind of migrated to mulching, and that was the problem I was having the last couple of rounds. I didn't have my mulch. Looking back on it all, it's kind of like, yeah.
Right on. That kind of shit makes once you get into a system, man, it's the system. So the mulch was they were building a facility, wasn't it? Is that what was going on? Upsizing
Who is that?
Wormies? Not
Yeah, yeah, they got a bigger property and all that.
now, did I see right? Did they start like it looked like a coffee shop?
Well, I didn't see that. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. It looked like they did. I could have been wrong.
I know Chris from Country Roots was posting pictures of his worm renovation or whatever. Built the barn to do vermicomposting.
Right on. Yeah, I'm torn on what to do today because I want to get some shit in the flower. And I need to up pot, you know. I could try to flower in them fucking 1 gallons of feed. Cheers, everybody in chat. I'm sorry I haven't said hello. Um, no way though. I mean, it's fucking too borderline. I was hoping to get a good batch of soil, but time's running out and things are still whatever. I do have a tub of soil that I kind of like threw some dry amendments in today and kind of got ready. I was like, looks like you're going for one more round. So it looks like I'm gonna have to, hope for the best on this, quick amendment on this soil that I've had laying around and be ready to, tea or maybe a quick feeding here and there to whatever keep things on course. Because I don't have a whole lot of trust in the reuse soil there. But nonetheless, if I'm gonna plan up into that into the threes there, I want at least a week on them pots before I flip. You know what I mean? And then we talk quite we talk a lot, anyways. But the transplanting up, that's one of the things we were kind of hinting on it a little bit. What's up, Major? This weekend, the wormhole there, like they're potting up and having more in the tank and shit. That was always my plan.
Kaka! Kaka! Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Kaka!
that was always the MO right there was to transplant. Like I'm thinking about now, like a week before flower there, just enough time to give those roots a little time to expand out to the edge of the pot and then flower. You know what I mean? And then that up pot, what was in that pot, carry you through flower. You know what I mean? If you had a good soil, that should have carried you. And then if anything, you could always, like you were talking about, top dress, throw a little bit more on top for that first week and then water it in. But that was always the MO. Week transplant a week before flower, let them sit in there for a week to acclimate, throw them into flower, let them fucking use what was in that pot to get them through. You know what I mean? That's opposite.
What technique do you use, Major? You gotta.
Technique for what? I don't even know what you guys are talking about. I just showed up here, man. You guys are talking about some foreign language.
Flower. Transplanting
Flower.
before flowering. Flower.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
Technique into it. Okay, first of all, I'm already in my final pot before we even flip, so I don't know why we're transplanting to 3 gallons before we fucking flip a week before. I wouldn't do that.
What would you do? He's in ones. So
He's in 1 gallons? Ah, fuck it, run it. In a little tent?
No.
they're
Why won't
Run
you? I
it.
mean,
not
I always
autos.
have been a week. There's no harm in a week. You know what I mean? You're just like that plant's reaching out. Those roots are going to reach out anyway. You're giving them plenty room to reach out into that pot and not
Yeah.
not be root bound. You know
You
what
know what?
I mean? So what's the harm a week before?
I think no matter what, they get root bound, right? Quickly. Like you give them another 3 inches of root space, they're going to fill it. And of course, the
Go ahead, Major. I'm sorry.
have a better retention of your nutrition for sure, right? You're going to have more energy for your plant, more nutrition for sure.
So above, so below.
Is it needed? Is it needed? I don't know. We're not talking like I got a 15 gallon. I need 9 cycles of it. Let's fucking do it.
So above,
Maybe,
so below. If
maybe.
you're gonna stretch anyway, you know what I mean? The branches are gonna stretch and the roots are gonna stretch. Why not let them stretch out into new nutrient rich soil versus maxing out the pot, or you know what I mean? Root stressing themselves out because there's nowhere to go.
Apparently, that's a benefit though. That's one of the factors they give you for fabric pots is air prudent. Get the benefits. Get the benefits. Where the fuck they are, sure. Let's believe it. New root tips are more energy absorbent, shall we say? Let's give them that benefit. Is it needed though? I don't fucking
In
know.
their pots. I'm in regular nursery pots.
Sounds to me like they need to at least be going into number sevens.
How how,
I
how
wish.
big are they? How tall are they, Eagle? Oh yeah.
He's so
Okay.
proud. He's so proud of
Yeah.
you. Turning
Okay. Okay. Yeah, give them a little bit more like foot space. Give them some new shoes. They'd like you for sure.
Yeah, I don't want to put any more than four in that tent. You know what I mean? There's already fucking too many back there. I gotta fucking top them bitches and bring a couple of them back and put them in beds. You know what I mean? If I had a 4x4, I was talking about this today. I could get it loosely by I put tops, maybe 9 in that 4x4, so it could all be comfortable. You know what I mean? Even in that, I fucking 3 gallons. I don't want to put more than fucking four in there. Rightfully there should be two, if not one good one.
Is it are they no clones? Are they it's good smoke you got there? Or those are just seeds.
No, they're all seeds. Yeah, it's
Okay.
I giggled today as I was sexing them too. Female, 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 female.
So
Yeah,
so
no dudes this
that
round.
is the way too. Man. That's totally how it goes. Hoping to
it's
weed out a
basically
couple.
they're sorry, man. They're showing you sex because they're stressed out. The roots are tapped out. You're saying like they're maxing out the 1 gallon, so they're showing the stress because they're showing hairs.
Well, yeah, they've already. Yeah, it's been time. They're already over 60 days. Within 60 days, the seed should show. Shit,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
as far as that goes, when they went from the solo cups into them 1 gallons, they were already spun around them cups. I take that shit and I break that right off, right in the garbage. Here you go. Here's a new start. Root prune them. I say, if the pot's gonna fucking prune them roots, it ain't gonna hurt you to fucking prune them.
No, no.
A lot of times it
I'm
don't hurt nothing to even take a knife and
I
pour around that pot, man. Get back
the
in.
more I fuck with smaller plants, the more I realize that it's almost better to cut them in half. Like the majority of the time when I get lazy and I don't want to, bust up the root ball, which seems to help a lot more because when you pull up your root balls, there'll be a concentration usually. Especially if you just leave as a solo cup shape in there and you put it in the ground, you're like, okay, that's going to expand, into the soil. And sure enough, it does. But you take that fucker out at the end of the season, you still see that mad concentration of root balls within that little zone. Like 90% of roots, you're like, oh, they're going to expand, but it sure seems like still 90% is within that 8 inch ball, it hasn't expanded much beyond that. And you do that, you cut it in half, and all of a sudden it seems like it spreads farther. Maybe just because you cut that mass in half, it seems like they spread out. It's more beneficial. Possibly. It doesn't seem to slow it down when you cut the plant anyways during transplant. It doesn't seem like it's like that automatic transplant shock, as though in the past, you're warned, oh, don't fuck
You
with the
know,
roots, don't mess them up. It doesn't seem like it
there
affects
was
it that
one
much.
other reason I like to up pot a week before, and that's fucking filling that hole with Mycos. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, I'm fucking sprinkling that whole fucking Mycos azos. Boom, good water. I just re-inoculated that whole root zone before I fucking ready. I mean, that whole it's ready to rock. New fucking newts, fucking fresh soil, fresh a fucking army of fucking microbes to fucking kick in and attack. Yeah, I don't. My judgment at that fucking at the end of the day, I've said this a million times. At the end of the day, when we shouldn't be taking them pots and flipping them out into our yards when we're using that soil, but that was always my sign. You know what I mean? If I took that fucking pot out in my yard and went to stomp that bitch out, and it was completely root fucking bound, you know what I mean? Pat on the back. I don't care what the numbers up top said. I pushed that plant to its limits. You know what I mean? I take that plant out in the yard and there's fucking all kinds of root space in there. I didn't push that plant hard enough. I didn't take it far enough. Or I just need to downsize that bitch. You know what I mean? She just ain't gonna do that. I see two in a row of that. She can go in a fucking one down next round. She just don't jam like that. You know what I'm saying?
The easy cop out is fucking strain dependent, man. It's strain dependent.
Eagle's got a foot feather.
You know what always surprised me about stomping out that root ball though is the terps that were left in that root ball. Without the tag, you could almost tell,
Yeah.
what one it was.
I've noticed that too. They're real strong smelling. The roots too, like what I was gonna say earlier, like when you prune the top of the plant, you like to go by an inner node because that's where the growth's gonna come from, like wherever you cut it in between the inner node. But on the roots, it's not that way. Wherever you cut the roots, they're gonna branch off and grow from there. So like doing a little bit of root pruning is a good thing to get them to, like you guys were talking, spread out. But for people that are afraid of it, it's actually like really healthy for them to rebranch. So,
Yeah, it doesn't seem like these plants are like ultra sensitive to like transplant shock. I know there's a couple strains out there that they're sensitive to everything, but
yeah,
the majority of plants, I have to say, they can take that little bit of messing with the roots and
Plants are. How much crazy shit have you seen me do to my plants over the years? This one right here, and I've done this a million times. Where'd you go, girl? Very.
close your eyes. Plant abuse in progress.
Right here, this one right here. See, she's already turned up. I want to bend this one like this one earlier. I bent this one down and I bent this one over. And you can already see it if I get in there right. Oh, where are you at? Right there. See that? Hold on. That brown right there. I bent it, it snapped wide open and it just had the skin hanging there, on the one side. What do you do on that? You fold it right back the other way and use that little piece of skin for the band-aid. That's what I did. It was supposed to go that way. And I was like, oh, fuck. Back the other way you go. And I just laid it right back over top. And this fucking, look at it. It's already turned right back up, ready to go. Turned brown, sealed itself up. These fucking plants are resilient as fuck. You know what I mean?
Done.
People tend to baby these fuckers too much. I mean,
Well, probably because you spend so much on the fucking seeds, right? You gotta feel like you gotta baby the fucking thing.
snap them stems. There we go.
Snap.
Snap a
Snap and pop. Snap and pop. I tried that one season. It sure it gave them a lot of support because they're damaged, but it didn't seem like it was overall beneficial. You know,
You
like they still
tap
flop.
it
Some of
between
them,
the nodes, that little pop in
yeah,
between.
yeah, yeah. You twist and break, twist and break. But I don't know. That type of stress might be a little aggressive. That one seems to be more cultivar dependent, shall we say? Like you can
I
fuck some
could I
plants
could
up.
see that being more like hollow stem dependent too. Like if the plant is producing a hollow stem and you're crushing it down like that and causing it to fill in, I could see that.
Mm,
Something. But
possibly,
I've
I
got
guess,
a
man.
weird mind on how I think that works. I think that every time you do that, you've made a dam. So the Zolman phylum can't go up and down like it's supposed to. I think it becomes more of a one-way street to where it goes up and then that energy or water nutrients either has to go out to the bud or up to the next fucking, you know what I mean? So it's like almost like a step dam. It can't go only one way, up or out. You know what I mean?
It
That's the way
seems
I
to increase it because it's increases that surface area at that break point. It knuckles up, gets bigger. So I don't know if that slows it down or increases anything. Definitely the size of that stem increases. On that broken ass knuckle gets a little bigger for sure. And sometimes that's why people do it as well because at the end that one branch with that knuckle you fucked up a little bit. The odd time, like almost half the time, you'd say like that bud seems bigger for some reason. It just seems a little bigger, a little better. It could be a little placebo effect happening because oh, I've been bending that one. Oh, look at that. It seems a little bigger. No, yeah. Art man, he just got a killer harvest done there, and he topped all his little buds, right? That classic, his old school method, topping your buds. Like week 6, you get in there, you top, and it gives it a little mohawk look. Um, it sure seemed like whatever cultivar he had going, that was beneficial. Totally blew him up. Nice.
We had on Mother Nature talked about that on one of her. I think it was the last episode she was on, talking about pinching off the tops of the buds and making them swell like that. I'd
It
never
sure
heard
seemed
of
to,
it. I brought it up, to be honest with you.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that's that old school technique, man. I presume someone must have had some bud mold at one time and they picked it and they realized, oh, hey, wait a minute, guys, look at this. Look how big this nugget is. Sure seems to be an improvement.
Part of the bud that got too tall to the light, they just pinched it off. Started to turn brown. Happens, man. What are you smoking on over there, Major?
Oh, I lost this clone, but it was Alien OG. It was a freebie from Sin Valley Seeds. No, Sin City Seeds. It was a freebie, man. It was just Alien OG crossed with Sin. No, what the fuck? Sin Mint. Yep. Alien OG crossed with Sin Mint. Beautiful plant. Stacks awesome. Good mold resistance. Has a little doughiness into the smoke, and just heavy, hard nuggets. Beautiful shit. It's gone though. But it's kind of like almost a little burnout weed. And it's on that tip where it's like, oh shit, this is gonna make me a little lazy weed. But late night, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. But yeah, I'm still working through the stacks of fucking shit. But I shouldn't be smoking. I still have that tendency of grabbing the bags, like, oh, I know Sunny Five's good. It shouldn't be here. I should still be on my testers, but I still got a bit of the stuff I know is good. I still have shit that still questionable. Whatever. And my mom, I stopped. I went a little lazy. I got a little bag of fucking jacks. I was like, okay, I'm a little phosphorus. I don't want to go down the fucking bone meal shit anymore. I want to just, figure out some kind of source for my phosphorus. But I'd pick jacks, just a quick fix. And of course, I went a little a little heavy on the jacks, and my mom's are in 3-inch pots, since September. So you imagine 3-inch pot mom, pissed off as a motherfucker, not used to jacks. All of a sudden, it's been like a decade since you used jacks, and you're like, okay, there's a little whoop, whoop, little mix, no big deal. Oh man, they did not like that shit. It's all like just curled up and pissed off at me for doing that shit. Damn.
I'm kind of the same way. I'm curled up, pissed off at you doing that shit. What are you doing, man?
I was just tired of the bone meal, man, and the feather meal. I was just like, fuck this shit. No, I don't want that.
It
And
is hard to come up with a phosphorus source. Like, I mean, there's like the soft rock phosphates and stuff, but still, that's a mine that basically guano or whatever. So, like, yeah, I'm with
yeah,
you.
I was okay with it, but I didn't plan on giving it such a heavy amount. I just lackadaisical, just totally thought it wasn't going to be that strong. It was probably like what was 50% mix, so like 30 mils in 60 liters or something like that. So it wasn't really that even large amount. It was enough. I was like, I'm not even going to check my pH. Fuck it, I'm not even going to check the pH. Besides, I wouldn't adjust it anyways, right?
I
So
was
it's
gonna
like
say that's
that.
what it sounds right. Like,
Just chuck her out. Well, I don't remember Jack's fucking my pH that much. Full power, yeah, sure, it brings it down to the 5 range, but it was like 50%. Yeah, I'll bring it down to the 6 range. That'll be cool. I'm okay with that. But no, the plants were definitely just pissed. It's been about a week, and they're still in that pissed off zone. So I'm not too sure what I should do.
yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, they're pissed off. But of course, like I was saying, they're stuck in 3-inch pots since August, and so they're pissed off just because of that,
Yeah.
right?
I was gonna
So
say
I'm
the
like,
best thing maybe be to bring back the biology somehow, like
you know what? Funny enough, you mentioned the biology. There's a newer transplant that I have on fresh seedlings. I was just like, all right, cocoa and soil, like just a little mix, but real soil, right? And they're kicking ass. They're fine. I didn't give them anything. But the old ones were needed the phosphorus. They just fucking, I don't even want to talk about the plants. Let's move on. Next subject. But a transplant, I'll guarantee I'll give them new soil, 6-inch pot, they'll snap up in a bitch a week. They'll be fucking just blowing out of it.
I was gonna say like aloe vera and the coconut water, the good old mix there. That might be something to help them out too.
I was thinking that I might have fucked the pH up in that salicylic acid shit. It's a high pH. So I was thinking of just going all in, fuck the pH over, just blast it with some 7 now, right? Or even
Let's
maybe
go
8.5.
shoot
Yeah,
from
just
the
jack
hip.
it
Fuck it,
right up
let's do
there.
it.
Whoop, whoop, just extremes. Fuck it. Just go right
Fuck
off
it,
the
let's do it
scales.
live. Let's fucking
Yeah.
do it live.
Yeah, fuck it. Feed it a fucking high pH. Get it back on track. That's the last resort. That's the last resort, I think, man. I just gotta do the transplant. But I've been like, I want to push my skill set on the 3-inch pots, right? I've been bragging like, oh, I got the 3-inch moms, no problem, dude. Give me. I'll keep it for you. I'll keep it. I'm the keeper, dude. I got it. Give it to me. And I've been doing great, doing fantastic. All of a sudden, though, like the dry out cycles are getting too close where you just miss it, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit, leaf health got wounded and welcoming a bit of disease now. The temperatures fluctuated enough that now I just seen a little fucking powdery mildew even on a stem. So I was like, oh man, you just fucked everything, dude, with that fucking salt shit. Plants are
Right?
not happy.
That's definite proof right there. Definite proof.
I thought so. As soon as I seen that white powder, I knew I fucked up. At that moment, I knew I was fucked right there. Damn. On the stem too, not even on the leaf, on the stem of all places.
But
So
what's the holding you up from transplanting? Just space or what?
sort of. I bought six new quantum boards. I've been lazy building those fucking lights. Brand new driver, a little bit, trying to figure out configuration of the wiring and all that shit. And just, I don't want to transplant on top of that, right? It's just like, oh, I can handle the 3.5 inch pots. I can do that. I'm determined I could do it. But ever switching back to the jacks, I was like, no, now I fucked it up. And now I got to go back to the frass, which is, I haven't got down to yet. Just got to buy it, really. But buying it, you have to buy 25 pounds at a time to make it worth it, which is $109. And I don't really want to spend $109 during
For
my
the
off
Frass
season.
Valley, is that what you're talking?
What's that?
For the Frass Valley, is that what you're talking about?
No, it's a fast forward. It's a 744 made in Ontario. Good product, local product, I'd call it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Unfortunately, I think they're going down a road where they're sending bags without tags now on their bag, on their packaging. So it's just a mystery. Oh, here you go. Here's a bag of, I don't want to even tell you what it is. Like they didn't have the, like then I can argue like, oh, what is this, dude? Is it the 744? Did you modify this? There's nothing on the bag. There's no argument I could give the guy. And it seems like they really ripped me off because it gave me mostly like Frask has that weird blackness to it, but a lot of time there's like leftover feed with it, which is like some kind of grain. So it's almost like you're paying 50% grain cost on that. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, oh man, I think I'm getting ripped off from this motherfucker. Plus, he didn't tag it up last time. So it's like, you give me a product with your name on it. Give me something that you can call, I can call you on. Like, hey, yeah, I got your bag right here, dude. Look. No, it's just a bag of shit that it seems like I just got ripped off on. And,
My vermicompost don't ever say like any NPK numbers on it or nothing.
yeah, but I bet you it has his name on it. It's not just a plastic
Yeah,
bag or a
most of it.
burlap bag, right? I didn't really appreciate that last time, anyways.
Maybe you
But
thought you were
it's
cool.
still
Maybe
a
you thought
good
you were
product.
cool. You're the local guy here,
Yeah, I guess I can call him
You
up.
don't
Hey,
need
just
our
go
big
down to his
fancy
house.
bag. We'll just bring it over. He knows what's up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just make sure you put half the old feed in there, son. Give him that old fucking grain. Yeah. Yeah. And then just a frost of the good stuff, It's like, damn, dude. Come on. Come on, man. I remember the first bag was almost like all black and brown. And then this bag's like half of the like grain, like corn. It almost looked like a cornmeal, a cheap cornmeal they're feeding the fucking things.
Huh.
I was like, man, dude, like it could even be like sold off now. Who knows? Like it could be the same name, but sold off to a different. Like I should probably look into it. I bet you that's what happened. It's sold off to a different company now. You think it's local, but
No, it's different.
yeah, it's a different dude. I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it because it sure seems like it's that drastic of a fucking quality difference now. Whatever. Maybe the first bag was really old stuff, awesome primo stuff, and then this stuff was they were out of the old stuff, so they had to subsidize some of the new stuff that wasn't broken down, still had the feed in there or whatever. Just didn't. I didn't. I was definitely not satisfied with the product.
But it's
It
like
seemed to.
it's like brass, like same.
Yep. Just. Yep. I think they say black soldier larvae
Oh,
make
dude,
it.
that stuff reeks. Ew.
Yes, it smells like death almost, right?
Yeah, that stuff's nasty. I like the Frass Valley. It's like that mealworm frass or whatever, but that stuff really, the plants really respond well to it, and like I don't know, it doesn't give you that like rancid fucking yak you want to like throw up in your mouth and you smell the other shit.
Yeah. Either way.
But
So I want to push the limits, maybe on half the moms. Take like the questionable ones that you don't really like. They don't get new shoes. Get the ones you like. Give them new shoes.
well, you got to be doing your selection, right? I mean, I'd be getting rid of a few anyway.
Yeah, I just done stupid shit. I popped like 200 seats, 200 plus seats.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. So it's all fucked up now. It's just a cluster, man.
Yeah, it sounds
Just
like.
a cluster. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that makes it tough when it's all. Yeah, you gotta have space.
yeah. And you know how everything gets that tight zone where it's so filled out. You're like, okay, I'm okay. just don't get any bigger. And of course, they're not going to. They don't listen to you. They get a little bigger, and then all the leaves start overlapping, and so much moisture on the leaves where it's like you can't even. The fan won't even help, right? They're wet on wet. It's just like, oh fuck, I'm going down a bad pathway right now. And of course, I hit them with jack, so now they're not healthy. It's just like that. Oh shit, you maxed it right out. Perfect, perfect thing. What not to do. But I got it under control as soon as I put my fucking lights together and just repot everything. And I was sort of against the whole fucking Gaia Green thing because, like I said, that's mostly rock dust, feather meal, and bone meal, which is just cheap products. And then the good stuff is like the frask and maybe a bit of fucking spirulina they put in that shit and compost. I think whatever the components are, it's a half of it's great and half of it's bad, right? So long as I can get half of it good, like buy the individual ingredients. And when you do that, you're going to 5 times the price of your mix, right? You can buy a bag of it for like nine. I think it's even $110 now, a 20 kilogram bag of a Gaia Green. But you're going to spend that on just getting half the ingredients that you want, which I think is worth it, right? Just to get away from the bone meal and the feather
Yeah.
meal. It would be okay if they actually said feather meal from organic chicken farm. That would be cool. But they don't say that. They just say feather meal. They don't even say chicken feathers. It's just feathers. It'd be even better if they gave me more detail on where you get your feathers from, right? Give me more detail on that. And if you got your bone meal from actual organic cattle farm or something, like that's cool. Give that detail. But they still qualify as organic feed, even though the source may not be organic, just because it's a bone material, I suppose, right? They give that destination up here that qualifies for organic growing.
I hear what you're saying. I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I just still want to
tend to
support
use
that
I
whole.
still use bone meal and still use some of the other stuff. Like I
Yeah,
said,
because we're sort of stuck in there, right? We sort of want to stay natural, but I'm going to have to veer that little line, I think, and like you said, maybe go with the rock dust for the phosphorus mine source.
yeah, I like the rock dust, and then I've been using
How
like
far along
plant-based
are
stuff.
do you have to apply the rock dust before it's readily available? Is it this run? Is it in the cook phase? You got to cook the rock. You know what I mean? You actually get the benefits of the phosphorus. Is it that quickly?
Uh, the
Probably not.
phosphate can be pretty quick. But
I'm curious.
There is water soluble phosphate, isn't there? Isn't it the same process of making water soluble calcium? You cook up the fucking bones, right? You brown the bones to the max.
well, that's a great question, Major. In fact, we'll have the person to ask that on Friday. And
Ooh.
that Mr.
This Friday or next Friday?
Next Friday. Next Friday.
Next Friday.
29th, I should say, clarify, right?
That's a
I
Thursday.
remember
Is
World's
it?
Last.
Did I say it wrong?
Anybody remember the World's Last Hope?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. He would always tell us, basically to look towards, the labels, you know what I mean? How much nitrogen, if it had that or this or that, if it was high in them sources, that's what you wanted to brew with, shit like that. He was an interesting character. I was thinking about him today as we were, I was looking through the organics, kind of phone book there, kind of thinking ahead for shit. And yeah, that's one of the tips he always gave, just kind of look to see what that in particular food or whatever you were gonna, use for brewing had, and there you go. That was your map for, your feeding list or whatever there. But I am looking
Yeah.
forward to talking with Chris. That will be a good episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually,
hey, yeah.
now you
Chris
say
Trump.
that, World's Last Hope was the dude also that like hacked the shit. I remember he pulled them out of a pot and like fucking just hacked the root ball right down and during transplant. I think that was he was another one that was for that.
Oh yeah, he wasn't like super rough with it though.
He
Like
like
ultra
put a
rough.
hacksaw, dude. He took a hacksaw and fucking sliced him right down, dude. Nothing.
I did like his setup that he had going, man. He packed them in there like sardine cans, man. Totes, right?
Yeah,
And
he
they
had
cut
nice
holes in
toe.
the
Yeah,
tote lids. Yeah, I
that
like
was
that
good.
style.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
world's last hope.
yeah, man. If he wasn't around, we wouldn't have nothing. No,
I think last time I seen him on IG, he was doing some kind of course. Like you can sign up for his course, and he'll teach you how to make like KNF inputs and shit.
oh yeah, yeah, we
Had a
got.
list on his IG, a downloadable list of like ingredients, like well, just like we're talking about, what for what. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah, he's a helpful dude, man. He's trying to get the knowledge out there. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
So what is going to be the new flavor this year, huh? I'm thinking peach, man. Sure seems like peach is hot.
peaches, really.
Peaches, man. Peach, peach, peach.
Hmm.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah, man. You want some of that like joy fruit and I think this um alfresca melon peachy things are coming anyways. Sure seems like those are going to be some hot shit. And last year, even near the end of the season, buddy hit me up with a watermelon Skittles plant. That's thank you. It was you know pretty nice on the melon side. Which of course melon isn't a new flavor, but man, when you get a good melon, that's good.
Yeah, that watermelon Skittles is screaming a bunch of shit, too. I think
Yeah, I got it's a slow fucking plant. Slow fucking plant.
that's interesting on the peaches. I figured that was already kind of along like the orange wave and the tropical kind of guavas and shit like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
peachy
you think
guava
the fruities
things.
are gonna come back? I don't know if that's the
I think they're taking right over. I think, everyone's saying, like, oh, gas is coming, gas is coming. I'm like, I don't know, man. Everyone loves the fruit. It's always like, what do you got, fruit? Give me some of that fruit.
sadly enough, you're probably right there with that assessment, Major, because now as we get more approaching to like the legal market or the recreational market, now we're talking about gearing towards house mom smokers and shit. You know what I mean? The fruits, the fruits, the fruits, the fruits, the fruits.
And I give you that they don't hit good as the gas, that's for sure. And that's why people kind of like them, though, right? They're not so devastating.
I like the gas. I'm hoping I wouldn't mind a gassy year.
Oh, yeah. Lemon tea, man. We've been drinking lemon tea for about, I don't know, a fucking year now, honey. Yeah, probably a year, man. Just addicted to this stuff. Local honey, just organic lemon, though. Nothing special on the lemon.
Lemon itself's good for you. It gets into the fat cells and kind of burns them out. It has a lot of good. Lemon itself has a lot of good health benefits, but throwing the honey on top of it, a nice
Yeah,
bonus.
I think you're supposed to add a little like turmeric to that combo. Turmeric
Yeah,
and honey. It's supposed to be a good combo. Should probably do that. But I think the amount of turmeric you're supposed to add is like just a ridiculous amount. So you might want to like get the pill on that shit. Where's the concentrate on that one? I need the concentrated edition.
that's a rough one for me. Turmeric there. I've had one of them, one or two of them caplets get stuck in that throat and like burst. You know what I mean? Or just come up a little bit and then burst in the mouth. One time I've actually bit one, just kind of like, oh, fuck. No, no. It's like somebody just gave you a mouth of seasoning and shit. Mm.
So how's the running going, Eagle?
And doing good until I was looking. Tonight's the gym night, so as soon as we wrap this up, I'm headed to the gym to running every other night. Now we're getting up there in numbers. I was pretty cheery about going until I realized, oh yeah, today's an up the mile week. Monday's an up the mile. So now technically I should be running 10 miles a week or 10 miles per run. So
Ooh, damn,
yeah.
dude. Damn.
Yeah.
That's impressive, man. That's
What do you
fucking
mean
right on, Eagle.
technically? You mean you're gonna run 10 miles then, right?
Thank you. Yeah. Everything perfect world. I'm going to be in Kalamazoo the 25th to run a race over there, a 10K race. That'd be my fucking third race for the year. I'm going to try to do two a year until, the main event in July. So I'm so far so good. I've stuck to the plan so far. So,
This July is your marathon? This July?
yeah.
This
Yeah.
July. Oh, dude. Oh, man. That's tight, Eagle. You can do it.
That's
You can do it.
that's a mile a week up until then, brother.
Okay. There you go. Easy.
Easy. That's what I said.
Just
Easy.
another 7 minutes a week.
Like
That's
it's like
it.
walking up a ladder, man. It's like
Easy, buddy. A minute a day you gotta add. Damn, it's even easier when you say it like that.
Actually, that's more like 21 minutes a week because it's like three times a week.
Oh shit, yeah, that's harder.
Yeah.
Damn.
Saturday, I ran, well, it's been two different sessions though. I ran 7-5 the one, and then I ran 6-5 the second session. So it was like 14 miles all together that day. I was sore
Right,
at
dude.
that. So yes, I'm taking this very seriously. I'm fucking putting a lot of effort into this. You know,
And you got 3 sponsors too?
three sponsors so far. I'm
There you
trying to roll
go.
in fourth there. I've already talked to the fourth one I've got my eyeball on is my chiropractor. And I've already kind of yeah, right. So you see the pattern here. Do you not see the pattern here? Uh
Anyone you give money to, basically.
well, everything that I need along the way, basically. Um, so yeah, I talked to him earlier on, and they seemed very game about jumping on board. I just gotta, get with them and dot my I's, cross my T's. And I was actually, man, looking at like going through there. Some of these, there's quite a few little businesses throughout the lake there that I have good relationships with, or even, some of the I think I go into Dunham's and talk to a manager or whatever and see what I can do. You know what I mean? There's no harm in that. And yeah, yeah, I'm taking this as just as serious as anything else. And I've talked to this may happen. Both things. There may be a weed event in my town and a running race.
On the same day or the same weekend.
Well, I don't know about the same day. That's pushing it a little bit. It would be convenient for me to swing everything together like that. No, but both things, yeah, I'm definitely kind of in the chats, kind of talking to the people I need to be talking to around town about that to happen anyway. So,
oh yeah.
a little bit of prayer, guys, and a little bit of luck. You guys are interested or have some advice for me? I'm all ears, for either blunt banning, either. I mean, I was talking to one gentleman the other day, and he's like, "Man, do you understand?" He's like, "Well, I was talking to the chamber, you know." He's like, "You understand? We're willing to help you with the police and all that, but man, we got to get a pace car in front. We've got to, flyers got to go out all around the lake, to let people know that if people are going to be running, we have to, He was trying to get me to take it away from the lake. And I'm like, no, the fucking lake's the draw. That's what we're going to want to run around. You know what I mean? Well, you can run 13-1 this way. I'm like, well, that's not the vision. That's not the vision there. Then I was on the way out and I talked to the Yeti. You ever see Yeti Old World Stash? That's my barbecue guy. Uh, fucking, you ever see that cat at any event, man? That's the dude to load up on. But I stop on the way out. He's got an idea. He's pitching for October. I'm like, I'm pitching, these two events and the race and shit. He's like, that's an awesome idea. That's an awesome idea. We could run around the lake. And I'm like, boom. That's what I'm saying. Hey, fucking yeah. So yeah. I'm trying. I'm definitely got my ass a fire under my ass lit on these couple. So
Solid, man. Solid.
Exciting. I'm gonna hop out, dude. I gotta get ready for work. I was late today because I fucking drive all the way to work, get parked, hop out, put my hand in my coat pocket, and realize that I have my wife's keys in my coat in my car. I quick text my boss. I'm like, I came in. Sorry, but I'm gonna be a little late today. I gotta go help my wife get her car started. Sounded a little better. That was the start to my. And then of course there's like a train to get caught by all kinds of things. That's the way it goes.
Well, ever since they made keys like $300, right, to get an extra fucking spare key, it's like ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. All right, Smiley, have a good one, brother.
Yeah, good to see you guys. Thanks, Eagle.
thank you, brother. Have a good one. What you been up to, Major, man? You not back to work yet?
No, man, I'm fucking got some freedom hopefully till fucking maybe May even.
Soak
We'll,
it up.
we'll see if how my buddy Jamie's business is going. Might have to help him out. Usually needs help, but that kind of faded off near last year. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not really
I
worried about it.
fucking dancing around that shit myself, man. It's a tough dance right now to try to get back to what I want to do, you know what I mean? And now the running adventure, this is new. You know what I mean? Never have I tried to mix you know, uh, in my adult life anyway. You know what I mean? In my serious adult life, have I tried to mix in like sports? I've always played sports and shit like that, hung it up when first serious relationship and kind of fucking had kids right off the bat in the dream. They quit paying attention to it. So now it's new back into the regiment. You know what I mean? So now I'm trying to want to juggle life, hopefully a garden, training, and work. You know what I mean? Now I got now only the them final two right there, but now I gotta try to find something that uh lets me fits my training schedule, allows me to train, continue to on that path, and have the flexibility to go, hey, this weekend, oh, I got to John off to a cannabis event. This weekend, I got to John off to a race. You know what I mean? So I gotta find that sweet Cinderella job, I guess, or try to line up, do the I've done that. I did last few years. I've kind of filled that handyman void. You know what I mean? Just work a little bit here and there when I want to, take a little odd jobs.
I was lucky enough. There's always like last year I showed you that fireplace I did, right? Well, that dude wanted my phone number because he wanted me in his cog, right? And he wanted my contacts. Either way, that guy, this is a guy who gave me that gazebo job or that fancy woodshed, right? Post and beam woodshed. Now he's talking. He hasn't built his fancy boathouse yet, and he's talking about all these little sheds he wants to make. these fancy, like for camping. He wants to make this little camping region, like fancy glorified camping hotel things. Like I don't know, whatever, dude. I'll build you anything. But what you need to find is a rich dude who just has, yeah, let's go make this, let's go do that. Sure.
Oh, I'd see that's my whole that's been my gig, dude.
Mhm.
I mean, I opened up Eagle Eye Home Improvements in fucking what 98. And I ran Eagle Eye Home Improvements until 15. And then I decided to move up here and do the full caregiver fucking straight up. I've done hiding growing my weed. I'm gonna switch over to fucking full, fuck carrying boards, yada yada yada, but it was always, nice rich clientele, shit that I picked and choose. It was always high dollar shit that I wanted to do. And it's always been the end. Always been the end. So, picking and choosing. To be honest, and this is, and I hope you're not watching and you know who you are, but I had a good one last year. And, I I've worked with for people that have millions and millions of dollars, more than either one of us and most of us combined will ever have.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them, the ones I respect the most, will treat you like a human being and need be, get right next to you and get dirty. I respect that, man. I understand the gentleman that is, you know, willing to treat you humanly and, equally, but I just and this is something I learned in later life, and I still haven't had the time to or implement or trust. I guess it takes a team if you want to move forward. You can't do everything. You should concentrate on the things you're good at and the things you're laggy at. You should have somebody that's awesome at that. Do that. You know what I mean? So you can move forward. Then people that go, I could do that. I'm just like you. I just need to. This is what's important. You know what I mean? I need to go make money. I go make money and pay you. You know what I mean? I respect that. But the dude that pays you to come over and then all of a sudden, you're less than, or, you know, he doesn't value your time or you, I don't care how much fucking money you have. I don't care how much money you
Yeah, they can't disrespect you, but trust me, these rich people know how to act. They don't disrespect you. So you gotta kind of read in between the lines.
have. So I ghosted it. I ghosted the cat, and I was like,
Perfect.
yeah, I'm not doing that shit. I got a text one day after about a week. I was like, "Are you okay?" He says. I'm like, "I'm fine, dude. I'm always good." Hey, you're the fucker in need. Good
You,
luck
you
to
have,
you, Laura. And so kind of ghosted that whole situation. So yeah,
yeah.
I need a
I,
couple of those.
no, this guy's totally cool, man. Too much money, too much shit to do. Perfect. I'm your man.
And I have a serious problem with that. Anybody, we're all equal. We're all same, same, same. You know what I mean? The only separate thing that separates us is ego. You know what I mean? Sheer want to where we want to be. We're all want where we want to be because that's admittedly, if we want to admit it or not, that's where we're comfortable being. That's the threshold. You know what I mean? We be that guy. We be that guy. We want to do all that. Some of us have a better start than others. That don't mean nothing. That start don't mean shit. Will, you know what I mean? If I believe we can. I've said it all the time. We can do whatever, but you ain't better than me. You ain't better than me. No, no way, no shape, no how. Now, what we do with our life ethically, now you can be a piece of shit. We would be the same person, and you can be a piece of shit. But you know what I mean? Oh yeah, no, no. So there's yeah. So I don't like that, and I definitely try to not be around people like that. Just won't do it, man.
Right.
Just won't.
Right. Well,
Sometimes it
definitely
hurts.
rich people rich people love to save money. No matter how rich they get, it sure seems like they love to save money.
They do, man. They do.
So just anticipate that. Just anticipate that. You can always be like, well, this is supposed to be this price, man. But guess what? No HST, dude. And 25% off labor. You're
Oh, I
kicking
can
ass.
hang about price. It ain't about price a lot of times. No, no.
That's 40% off if you add that up, Eagle. Damn.
Yeah.
And even then, some of them are happy, right?
Some things do work on a curve. Will you honestly say you work on a curve? Have you ever worked on a curve? Do you work on a curve?
We mean a curve.
A curve? Have you ever does
You mean
your
like fluctuate your income?
does your price, let's put it, does your price vary?
Oh
Would you
yeah.
do
Fucking
yeah?
right. It does. Oh no. That was 45 for doing that. This is way more. This does way more. This is dangerous pay. There's additions to shit for sure. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. They don't like the additional price stuff for sure.
Right.
But usually, yeah,
Cheers.
you make sure, as long as you give them that scope of work and they understand, like some of these people don't read. They just fucking presume like, oh, this is what we said. No, look at what I sent you, man. It's all on paper, dude. Right? You have to always make sure you have that scope of work and you covered paperwork yourself so that there is no fight to it. It's like, hey man, you're supposed to be good with paperwork. You're a real estate motherfucker. I'm no different. Check the paperwork, dude. It's stated. Everything's stated.
Is it dated?
Stated, yep. 55 an hour for chainsaw work. Sorry, motherfucker. That's what it is. Even limit. If I touch that chainsaw, yep, nope. The whole hour is 55. Whole hour. Not, oh, I touched it for 15 minutes and then it goes back to 45. No, the whole thing's an hour. It's minimum, dude. Too fucking bad.
The
Let's not
major.
go back. Let's not go back on stories. But yeah. What's up,
The,
Bengus?
what's up, brother? The major. In
Doing
that
good,
hot,
man.
you're in that hot shower, man. You feeling good? You got the
You know what? I was a little sick. Fucking
three?
colds routinely show up here now that my boy's in kindergarten, right? He's routinely getting snot and getting close to him, I get the snot disease and
It's well worth
just
it.
snottiness, man.
It's well worth it, man. At that age, give me a break. That age, you're gonna blink, you'll be asking you for the keys.
Oh,
You can
I already know, man. I'm already well aware of that biggest, man. That's why 6 months of the year I'm usually free, right? And like I work hard for 6 months, but 6 months I'm off and I can do what the fuck I want.
right on.
And I spend that much as I can with my boy. Probably should spend more time with them, but you can't be too much of a what do they call them, helicopter parents, I guess.
No. But freedom is yeah, as much as that as you can find, that's my goal. And fuck cancer, right, Eagle?
That's right, Bingus.
Yeah,
Right.
fuck it, sir. All right.
I'll leave you boys to chat for a few seconds while I go fill up this coffee mug. That cool?
Cool, buddy. I'll take cream in mine. Okay, thanks.
You cream guy?
Yeah.
Me too. This round I changed through the day. It's a cream and sugar. It's been a long day for the dark coffee.
There you go, man. There you go.
Did you notice he wears shoes inside his house? Do you wear shoes inside your house, Bingus?
I do.
You do? Oh, damn. That must be an American thing, man.
No, well, I keep them clean though. Dude, if
Yeah,
I
you got
didn't
your
keep my
indoor
shoes,
shoes,
yeah,
but you don't wear socks inside. Where majority of people up in Canada, I gotta say, like barefoot or in socks. Like it's weird. It's the opposite up here. Where down the states, it seems like majority of people wear. I have to wait for Eagle, but let's do a poll. How many people wear shoes inside? And if you're
well, I
from
know.
America,
I
let us
think
know.
it's I don't know. Like I know a girl and her whole family, I mean her kids and her husband and everybody, they just go barefoot all the time in
Mhm.
the house. And then they'll put flip-flops on when they leave the house, whether it's snowing or whatever. Their feet have to be free. Now, I'm the other way around. Of course, I played sports and I had all kinds of gear that I always had to wear on my feet. And it's just now I can't, if I go barefoot, I can feel every pebble or
Yeah,
every
yeah, for
little,
sure. Probably within 3 weeks, though, you'll get a little callus built up
yeah, yeah. No,
on
dude,
your feet.
it's
3 months later, you'll notice your toes will start spreading apart more. You'll go back to the form you're supposed to be. Your feet will be stronger.
most
Yeah,
definitely healthier. And
the
it
whole
gets you,
grounded thing is true.
yeah, grounding.
I
Now
believe it, man.
I do lay out in the sun to get my vitamin D when we do have sun here in Oregon, and I take my shoes off and I walk around outside. So I do try, but dude, I'm indoctrinated to shoes, man. I mean, it's just, I think it's your upbringing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, true enough. My dad was always barefoot,
Yeah. See,
barefoot.
so, and I guarantee you her kids will be the same way, and it'll carry on in that little strain of genetics or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like it's a genetic thing. I don't know. Where does it come from? I don't know. I don't know. My feet have to be free. Free my feet. Start a campaign.
I don't know about being free in those flip flops. It seems like it's even worse. Like you put your feet in there, it sweats even more on the bottom.
Well, in between the
It's,
toes gets irritated. Um, I don't like flip flops either. I prefer the full slide in, without the in between the toe thing.
well, usually when I think of flip flops, I'm always thinking like Crocs and just like plastic or rubber
Uh,
shit.
hmm.
Where Birkenstocks, they have that cork
Mhm.
bottom. They're not
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. No,
They're
that's
not
those are
bad with the leather. Yeah, yeah, those are kind of nice shoes.
dude,
Don't get me wrong.
I need to get another pair of those. That last pair I had of those, I think lasted 20 fucking years, man.
They did for sure. I got two pairs myself. You can send them away to get repaired. Apparently, they'll give you new shit. Apparently, you do that.
Dude, I'm gonna have to just dig them out, I think.
Yeah, check them
Where did
out,
I
man.
where did
They
I
must be.
fucking put
They
them?
must. I'm guessing $150 by now. Maybe even $200 a pair. Who fucking knows?
But
What are they?
if they last 20 years, what the fuck?
Birkenstocks. What's the price of those fucking things?
I don't know. I've never.
It must be up to a couple hundred. $150. I wouldn't doubt it. 150 for the real leather straps, man.
Oh, I'm sure it's probably
Yeah.
more actually. No.
I wouldn't fucking doubt it. What? That's like a bag of chips and some pop. That's $150. Crazy
Forty
up
dollars,
here, man.
40 to $50 a grocery bag. No, I'm averaging as I leave the store.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like
you guys feeling it down there too, eh? That's crazy. Fucking crazy. All of a sudden, it just seems like they just jacked it on us, right?
$4 to $5 a gallon for gas,
Well,
dude.
I don't know what the conversion of that is, but that doesn't sound that bad to me. How much is it? The record high must be two.
209 here
What's the,
today. It's been as low as 289 lately.
Wow. Where they get they're compensating in some other area. Where is that? I wonder. you know, that's like $3 less. Anyway, fuck. It's expensive to live right now. I'm noticing
mm,
things are going up. Heating bill, electric bill, water bill. I was like, what the fuck? I'm
you pay
going
for
bottled.
water? Yeah, that's a bit
Dude,
crazy for me.
it's actually cheaper to drink bottled water now. It's like, fuck.
I got a microscope and they're saying that there's like so many fucking particles in that shit. It'd be interesting to actually look it up myself.
Oh man, what are you gonna do then? How are you gonna stay alive because you'd be afraid to drink or do anything?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I don't want to start looking at that. No, fuck
Let me
no.
die now.
I can see
Fuck it.
plastic and everything. Shit.
I seen my ppm meter the other day in my shit. I was like, I don't even want to know. I don't.
What was it, Eagle?
I haven't even
200?
checked it here. I've been watering from. I've been buying water and water.
Mm.
That's
Yeah, no
wise. That's wise.
water
Look,
here is hard. In
looks
Well,
like
fact,
he's
if
Res,
getting things back to
you
normal.
let this shit sit 20 overnight, if you were to fill up that kitchen sink and let it sit overnight, that not put anything in it, not a pan, not nothing. Nothing. That water will be black in the morning.
Oh.
I was gonna
It's
say,
like
Brent's has blue water. You got black water. Interesting, man. You might be able to sell this shit.
you got a
Bottle it up.
stereo reaction from me and Major at the same time. We both went, oh.
Yeah, damn, man.
Yeah, no, I don't. I buy 5 gallons of water. I bring in water by the tote, man, or you know what I mean, the 5 gallons. I'm there filling that shit up constantly.
Yeah, I would too.
Mm-mm.
Fuck.
Yeah, no. That first time I seen that shit, like first couple days I was here, I was like, did that water turn black? I'm not drinking that shit. I am not drinking that shit. I'm not feeding it to my plants. No.
We have I think it's 7 5 gallon containers of spring water delivered here every month. And I buy it in bulk like that, and it's way cheaper than buying the bottles at the store. And then I just refill bottles and stuff like that. But it's very clean water from a spring in Oregon that's been verified.
Yeah, there you
You know
go.
what I mean? But I don't like Starbucks. I was buying Starbucks coffee and it was like tasting like shit. And I'm like, I go, do you guys use tap water to make coffee? Oh yeah. I'm like, okay, thank you. What's your order? Okay, thank you. I just kept like, fuck, no
Eh,
wonder it tastes like shit.
John asked, can Americans do a water tank, rainwater tank? Some depending on where you live. California, super like limited on what you can catch before they start telling you you're basically stealing water.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's twisted.
There's a big
My
case of a
plants,
guy in Oregon that did that and he went to jail for it.
my plants
Damn.
love that shit. I went through a phase there when I lived downstate, and that was I loved that shit, man. Every time it rained, my house didn't have that house didn't have no gutters. So fucking every time it rained, I would fucking line up 5 gallon buckets all along the side of the house, and I'd catch all that water, tote it into the fucking garage, and feed with it whenever possible. And anytime them plants got that water, fucking boom, just fucking praying. Love they love rainwater.
I wonder if
Yeah,
that's still true today.
yeah. I don't know what there's got to be something there, but man, they love that shit. Mm.
Cannabis warriors unite. Yeah. Fuck. Where's my pipe? There it is. By golly. Cheers, everybody. Weed Nerd World looks like it's intact and functioning well in the chat room. It's just cruising along nicely. Cheers, everybody in the chat. It's always great to see each and every one of you. Seriously.
Who we got out there, Bingus, man? Shut them out. I don't have the screen.
We got Test
All Southern Beavers.
Nugs. Yeah. Green Bay Genetic. Supreme Great. John, Midwest Outlaw. I'm starting to sound like Eagle. Angel Smiles. All That's Green. Ball Dog. Insurance Guy.
Hillbilly Herb must be there. Where's Hillbilly
Oh,
Herb?
dude, Hillbilly Herb, my main man. He says, I've been trying to figure out a new drinking water solution. I feel like city water is killing me and my gut bloom.
Biome? Yeah, fucking right it is. Guarantee.
Southern Vermont vintage. Dude, I'm not going to name everyone, but thanks everybody for bringing the term. This guy here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Can you get one of those water distillers? Distill your own water, man. That's what you gotta do.
Dude, yeah. We need to get back to doing more like that stuff, Major. I think I'm solar if we can, hook up our own solar
Get off the
system
grid would be
somehow.
nice. Yeah.
Have your
Well, let's
own.
face it. We use too much power.
Yeah.
And what I'm thinking, it must be my fucking. I'm still on the old school electric heater for your water tank, right? The old water tank fucking thing. It must be just running all the time because I don't think anything else would be running all the time, right? It must chew up majority of my hydro. So if you just supplement that amount, like 1,500 watt system must be, Even call it $3,000, it'd pay for itself eventually.
Anything that you
just
can do,
small
every little
portion of
bit.
it.
Yeah, every
And
little bit.
and realize that you're using too much.
Yeah, that's me.
Possibly cut back on that shit.
Dude, I'm
We're so
always
used to just having lights on, right? Just
no, I run around the house, turn the lights off behind everybody here. They get pissed at me. I close doors. I leave them open a little bit just to make sure there's plenty of heat that stays in there instead of gets drafted into the other room. I do fucking temperature, make sure it's where it needs to be, and then they move it. But that's just the battle I have with living with youngsters. I call them they're your age, but
Lights aren't necessarily a trigger point for me anymore. I've got fucking,
trigger.
9 watt LEDs everywhere.
yeah.
Back in the
Well,
day when they
how
were
about if I
100
told
watt.
you? Wait, sorry, Eagle. How about if I told you there's 1 watt light LEDs though? 1 watt. So you're still paying nine times as much as you can. There's 1 watt light bulbs, and they won't bring them here. Why the fuck
But
not?
what I'm getting at is I'm a little lackadaisy more with a light burning. You know what I mean? To where, it's not as much as if I had 100 watters burning all the time.
The
It
old
doesn't
school, yeah.
break my heart to see the light on when I know it's only drawing 9 watts. You know what I mean?
I think it's still fucked up that we can't get the 1 watt light bulbs here though. When they got them, right?
Are they in comparison though? I mean, are they
No, they're
as
dimmer. They're dimmer, but most of the time the lights are too fucking bright, anyways.
It's candlelight
Right?
anyway, right? I mean, candles used to do the trick, buddy. I mean,
There, even if you had the option, that would be nice, right?
I agree. I totally agree.
Like, give me that one
Why
watt
can't we
light
get
bulb
it?
for my one room, for my
Can't
you
you
know?
make? Can't you
my
just make?
hallway,
Dude, can't you just make him get a single LED and just hook it up?
a single diode with a
Yeah,
little driver and everything. Oh, it costs you too much though, right?
yeah. But if it lasted for 5 years, fuck,
It pay for itself. There you
it,
go.
it would put a LED warranty on it or something. A Samsung
Well, that's
warranty.
probably the reason why they don't even offer them, because the 1 watt light bulb is going to cost the same watt as a 9 watt. Right? There's probably no price difference there. It's still going to be,
Dude, we could savage the.
I don't know how much it
We
costs.
could garbage dive old lighting places and steal LED lights and start an underground single amp LED lighting to reduce your lighting bill by 60%.
Get past
Increase.
the Congress, and we got it fixed in business there. Yeah.
I made a deal with my electric company. Um, it's the run at night. From two to
Okay.
anything past 2 to 6, 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. I'm supposed to be lackadaisy. And if they call me, they're supposed to set it up to where, like, if they're expecting like a high demand and they like give me a text the night before and I've like kind of agreed to like shut off some extra shit, they will pay me, you know what I mean, like bonus bucks for participating and shutting shit off during, not just they're giving me an already bend over according to them rate, but you know what I mean, keep playing along during peak hours, summer hours where they expect demands. They will indeed, pay you to turn shit off.
That's
See,
fucking.
that's cool.
And they want us to convert to all our cars to EVs. Yeah, right. Sorry, a sign like, oh, we don't have enough hydro. Can you slow down on that?
No, we should convert to hydrogen, which
Ooh,
is in water basically, and you just convert the vehicles that we have to hydrogen running vehicles instead of petroleum, which we're not out of, by the way. I've researched petroleum's in everything. Fuck, it's even in outer space. It's like we're not short of it. What's up, bud?
That's a perfect look, man. It looks
hi,
like you got
dude.
a set of horns that light up, man. Right?
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Showing your true nature there, bud. Be careful.
That's a lot of nice wood there. That bar's awesome.
Is that your back? Well, is that you at Eagle's house? You're at Eagle's
I
house.
came out to dinner at the local spot
Oh,
here called Rainbow Oaks
it looks like Eagle's basement.
here
You're
before
kidding me.
they close. Just eating
Indeed.
at the counter or the bar.
Look at the
It's a hell
stools. I
of a
love
vibe.
that. I love that. That's cool, man.
We have a special tonight, chicken and waffles. So
Chicken and waffles. Damn.
Nice.
I worked my ass off from 7 this morning, prepping for the big storm tomorrow. And yeah, it's like I gotta eat. And I didn't feel like cooking at home. So but I've been loving the show. A lot of great conversation. That's why I had to join you guys.
Right on.
Been a minute. I'm glad to see you.
Oh,
I,
I'm always watching and listening. Always.
Like a creepy uncle.
Chat. What do they call it? Chat bot
Lurker.
or chat pro. Yeah, things have been good. Yeah.
all healed up from the hernia surgery there.
Yeah. And over the last 5 months with my new living circumstances, basically a ranch hand, like even today, had to move some hay bales into the stall barn because it's going to rain. 5 months ago, I could barely budge one of those things.
Huh.
Oh, I can lift up a hay bale and toss it onto the cart, no problem. I'm getting in shape.
Right
Maybe
on,
not
dude.
as much as you running and all that, but in a different way. Yeah.
Farmhand shape.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's been about 5, 6 months. I started off slow. Oh, the first few weeks I was dying. Now I can go all day and just get it
Hell
all
yeah,
done.
man.
Probably live longer.
Yeah, well, I'm 60 and I was the laziest stoner there was. Basically a grower, hired people to do most of my work over the years. Yeah, I was lazy. And I knew I needed to get in shape, but I've never worked out. Somehow my life circumstances and whatnot brought me to this situation. But it's not like I don't know. I enjoy it. It's weird. Like taking care of all the animals isn't like work, even though it's work. There's some kind of joy in it all the animals. So yeah,
Pur- Purposeful.
a couple of my friends like have noticed. Oh, dude, you really look healthy and stuff.
Good job, man. Shit.
So
Good job. Good improvement. Life chose
yeah,
to
I
make you
kind of
live
figure
longer.
if you stay past 60, you're gonna die soon. You got to stay active once you start getting old.
Yeah, I walk every day, man. I do have a routine. I feel guilty if I don't do it too. And I need to expand it. I'm sure, again, you got the best type of workout, in my opinion, for guys our age because it's purposeful. In other words, you have animals that need you. And so you get up and you do what needs to be done to fulfill their lives. And in that, you get a very good workout and probably eat well.
Oh, yeah. Well, I used to drink a lot of coffee and not eat that well, but I didn't need to because I was not
Yeah.
using energy.
Yeah.
Oh, this new life. Yeah, if you don't
Fuel up.
fuel up, yeah, you like I learned that the first few weeks. Like I'd start off the day on coffee and a donut or something, and around 11 o'clock, I would just be, yeah, no energy left. So yeah, where's Major? I want to say hi to Major.
He's in the
I'm
steam
here,
room.
man.
He's out behind that cloud.
He's in the steam room right now. There he is.
What's up, Benny, man? You gotta show me that pile of fucking horse shit that
Oh,
you've
look at
been
here.
piling
A
up there,
lot of
buddy.
horseshit. Like
That
That's
average
50-foot
per
pile.
day, eight cans, like big trash cans, full, every day. Like that's
Yeah,
that's
I was watching you get fucked around with that bull. Kept on
all the
knocking
bull I
over that
know.
barrel on
Today
you.
I was trying to do the bull pasture by myself like 2, 3 times, and yeah, he wasn't having it today.
No, fuck that. Bring the
Evening,
tractor right in there, dude, and fuck moving all that stuff by hand. Bring the tractor in and fuck just load up the
well,
tractor.
we use the tractor to move the cans once they're full, but
Nah, fuck
Yeah.
that. Upgrade your situation already. Fuck moving that
First
thing.
off,
That's
the
going to cost
tractor
you so
doesn't
much
like
hours.
there's this,
Use
if
the
you've
tool.
ever mucked the muck, um,
So
there's
using the
this
tool.
rake that's
Hey,
designed
man.
for it.
And on top of
It's
that, I could
weird
teach you how
how
to
it
drive that
doesn't take
tractor.
any effort and it just picks up the patty or the poop. Tractor, oh, like what we would do then is turn it into the ground. But like I was trying to scoop it up with the tractor bucket, you'd end up with taking all the dirt. Where these rakes, it's weird. This weird little rake is
No, you still have to
designed.
rake it up, saying, but don't
Just
move the
bring
barrels.
exactly. You don't
Oh,
have to move it.
Yeah, that
Bring
heavy
the
ass
tractor.
barrel every day is going to
Bring
kill
the
you, man.
tractor. Bring the tractor.
Yeah, you
Dude.
still have to pick up the shit, but bring the tractor to the main piles, right?
when Eagle was saying like, yeah,
But
my
maybe
boss,
10-foot radius.
she's
Move the
super
tractor.
wealthy.
10 foot,
Make it
move the
easy.
tractor.
Exactly.
She's
No,
like one of those super beyond wealthy people, but like she's a worker among workers. Like, oh, none of this work is beneath her. She puts in her share, even though she's beyond wealthy. Like, yeah, that was a big part of it. If it wasn't, yeah, like I always try to be a worker among workers
Yeah,
for a
I'm
lot
just
of years.
saying that's great. I love your motivation, but to be a better worker would be to bring that tractor in. Not only would he give you a position of protection from that stupid ass fucking bull that's trying to hit you all the time, it would also make your work easier. And those tractors, those Kubotas are so easy to drive, dude. It take you 5 minutes to learn.
dude, you remind me of a situation. That's why I'm kind of excited that you bring this up, is because when I was a kid, we had to clear rocks in a field and we had a tractor. And these guys had these fucking wheelbarrows and they were picking up these rocks with these wheelbarrows. I said, fuck that, bring the tractor over here. They kept arguing with me. And I said, fuck that. I pushed the guy off the tractor and I took over the tractor job, which actually was the easiest fucking job, by the way. And I just would move. I just moved to where they were and fucking we cleared that fucker in twice the time or even more so. And I always got on the tractor after that. So you just reminded me of my youth, my friend. So that's why I'm like, dude, you sound like me when I was a kid. But fucking clearing rocks and clearing shit are different stories. So
Trust me, I spent too much time behind a wheelbarrow that I know if there's a tractor, you go get the tractor.
fuck yeah, dude. And it was lumpy ground and shit. It was like, fuck, how do you have to fight that wheelbarrow to get it to the tractor. It was stupid.
Hey, Benny, how much did that meal cost you?
Looks good, man.
It must be like $22. It looks expensive, right? 17 plus tip.
Yeah.
That looks tasty.
Food's expensive these days. Like some of the inflation has gone
like
down.
$30 up here.
But not like eating out, whether it's even fast food, burgers, all the way up to dinner. Oh yeah. In the last few years it went from like, yeah, $10 could get you fed to like, oh, $20 minimum.
Insurance guys saying in the chat room that you're teasing us.
Yeah, it was really.
You're teasing us. Oh, he's talking to the waitress now, and now he's eating. He's really teasing us.
Oh, he's hungry. He's a farm boy now. He needs his food.
Right.
You make my stomach growl, so I guess I better get something to eat eventually.
But if you're not up to tune on what Bingus did today, he was picking up the the cow shit, put it in the barrel, and then the cow would know that it's topped up, and the cow would come over and knock the barrel over. Then he had to pick it back up, and then he'd knock it over again on him.
And that ain't a cow. That's a bull.
Playing the Matador,
Yeah.
huh?
My bad.
Matador.
This is awesome how he fucked with it, though, dude. That was awesome.
The bulls and the cows are very mischievous. We'll just say that.
They have a bit of a grudge, I think.
Call them bodacious, man. Bodacious.
I think cows have a little more of a grudge against humans than horses.
Yeah, they probably got better memory. We don't eat so many horses. They know what's up. You cow eating motherfuckers. They just hate us.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Eat a lot of chicken.
We eat a lot of chicken. Yeah.
Well,
it's the most affordable meat, right?
It is. It's good, high in protein. It's preferable. I mean, I can buy a whole cooked chicken and it'll last me 2 or 3 days, and then I'll have chicken salad.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, back when I was single, that was like I'd get that chicken and
Chicken
like
at
a
night.
side. Yeah, that was it, man. Me and like what was left, I tossed a couple little pieces to the dogs, and that was like done.
I
Still, man, I put away a whole chicken.
I don't eat much anymore. Imagine if I was your age. I just cut way back, man. It makes my heart last longer according to the experts. I got less stuff to run my blood through. But I do try to keep walking and keep the hips moving. Stem cells are still improving everything, which is kind of amazing to me. I get up every morning. I'm like, dude, are they still working?
All right,
And
I want to talk to that though.
Hell yeah.
So there's a couple of things I want to speak to that. I don't think necessarily it's the food, the amount of food that you eat that necessarily is killing you or slowing down your age or speeding up your aging. It's a twofold. Say the way we eat is terrible. We fucking people do not take the time. Just look at Buddy. I'm not just pointing you out because you're eating,
sure,
Buddy. But you
chew,
know what I mean? You're
chew.
not taking the time to properly chew, 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 and break down that food. So you're packing your system with like chunky food that your system's working to break down. You're not getting the whole nutrients you should get out of it. So, if you're eating correctly, you know what I mean? Chew, 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 break it down as far as you can get it. That makes it your body digests it so much quicker. It moves through. Secondly, there's a shit ton of science to say just the process of chewing alone, especially chewing in the back area on your molars, your wisdom teeth, if you still have them, creates stem cells in your body alone.
True,
So, that's a twofer there. It's not necessarily how we're eating, the amount we're eating. We're just eating wrong. Period.
true, true. Very true, very true.
I could
They,
tell you, 'cause I know me and Bing has talked about this on another show. We're both like in doing with some dental stuff as we're
yeah,
older. And yeah, like, yeah, some of my back teeth are where they've been removed and there's different issues going on. Yeah, you start losing the ability to properly chew like that. You're just trying to get it down.
you're right. You're right. All this is all very prudent to our health too, because it starts with the little things that we overlook. But damn, it looks good though, bud. I just got to say.
Well, I was just not going to come on because I figured, well, I'll be eating, but oh well, we
Oh,
all eat.
thanks. Yeah, you spurred a few eatings afterwards.
Plus, it shows you're at that comfort level. You're like up here on the podcast scale.
The endorphins are being
Way
released.
down here.
They're being released worldwide.
And everyone's getting hungry now too. Like, oh damn, chicken. Hmm.
Let's not forget Cool Whip, as Angel Smiles just reminds us.
They were saying too, that was another thing I learned about when they were talking about the stem cells there, that dentistry in general, they've kind of taken that off path, that pulling the wisdom teeth as early as most dentists want to do will actually start weakening your immune system from get. Not only are you losing the ability to, produce them stem cells, but it does make your immune system starts going down and down with every pull of those teeth, which is
The
just
other,
newer.
no, it's so true. The other thing, fasting. All right, fasting, big improvement in stem cell productions, and it improves your whole body. It rejuvenates your body, which I need to do. It's been on my bucket list now for about 3 months. But it's for me, it's 3 days of 1 day of fucking hell, and then 2 days of bliss, and then about a 6 month period where I don't eat as much at all. And then you get back to your old habits and things start clogging up again in your system. But I'm like, but I don't, my half my teeth are gone, especially now. And the fucking hole they left there is it's like the Grand Canyon. I'm waiting for that to fill in before I can even attempt to chew anything on that side of my mouth. So I'm into the chicken salad, smushing shit up and kind of keeping things
Yeah,
as
I've been. Well, I started the back at dentist in early January, so we had the whole. But I neglected it. Like, oh, I was all cut up. I had all the crown. That was a few years ago, and then yeah, I don't. Yeah, I never think. Oh, I should make an appointment at the dentist and get my teeth. Nah, I finally go there when I'm in pain.
yeah, when
Oh,
it's
I,
not the top of your bucket list by any means for me either.
yeah, I don't advise that. Take care of your grill. It's important.
The guy I finally ended up going back to, which I tried to, because he's a good dentist, but I mean, to pull the teeth, he was very capable of doing that. As a guy I used to play poker with, and neither one of us play poker anymore, and we're all old and gray. But he did a good job and gave me a 15% discount for cash and all that, so it wasn't as bad as most people. As the first guy I went to, who was sold me, you know, a big, the whistles and bells and everything, but then wanted 20 grand. I'm like, what?
20 grand.
Yeah, you fuck, dude. That was my response exactly. 20 grand
I could just live on
to
smoothies
put.
for the rest of my life and say 20
Fuck,
grand.
anyway. But that was for the implants, right? The bone
Yeah.
graft.
The bridge and shit, whatever they call it.
Plus, you got a year of this, activity happening, and you got a field day in your mouth for a year. It's like, and then I called up Sean. I'm like, how much? He goes, well, if this way or this way, and it was like between $600 and $800. I go, deal. I'll be in with some cash.
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck. But still, that's to me, that's highway robbery. You go anytime people inflict pain on me, I think they should be paying me. Shouldn't be the other way around. I mean, dude, I'm the one suffering here. And
I
there's all
I only got half my
suffering.
wisdom teeth taken out, right? Because the first time they did it, it took them over 2 hours to get the one side done. They did some weird surgery and shit, they told me, and they had to do all this weird shit. And I'm like, yeah, okay, well, I'm not coming back to do the other side.
Yeah,
And I
what?
left the other side. I left the other side. So only
And
half my side is done. Well, there's no impaction or whatever the fuck they're worried about what they tell you happens.
nothing, huh?
Fine, but there's no pain. Maybe when I get older, there's going to be pain, and I'll have to get removed then.
Dude, I
But
don't
I'm
think so. I
willing.
think
I'll wait for the pain
yes.
then. Like I'm not
Yeah.
going to pre-pain myself when there is no pain. It's like, oh well, there might be pain, so we're going to make sure there's pain now to save the pain for later because it's worse. Well, I'll
I'm
just get
learning, I'm learning, brother, that it's better to keep all this stuff in than have it taken out. Like I've had 2 discs removed. Don't do that. Don't nobody do that, please. All right. And what you're talking about, teeth, fuck. I only got half my teeth left, and half of them are capped, right?
and
So
this is with the care of these dentists, right? Like it's not like as though it's much better going to these fucking people. It's just more money it costs.
it's dude, that's
You
funny.
know,
You're killing me.
doesn't
Right, you're killing me. That's funny. Yeah, it's because
as
of these
long as
guys you're
you can
paying fucking money to.
stay away from pop, they'll fucking rot your teeth out and consume all your sugary shit within 15 minutes. Your body will produce enough salvia or saliva that you'll be just fine, right? You'll neutralize that that sugars and
Dude, I'm still waiting for
you'll be
my
fine.
body to produce Sylvia, man. I've been trying for that for quite a long time.
Oh man, please don't come back. Like me and my friends were into that stuff for a while, but it wasn't the real deal trip. I only had it once, and once you get the real deal trip, you won't do salvia again because it's powerful. This is a real deal medicine, dude. Like
Right.
most people only get the fuzzy TV, the laughter, that drool, the fade to one side. You like lean to one side, but that's salvia. But the real trip, you think that's it? No, the real trip, you're off into space. You're gone, tripping out. maxed out for 5 minutes, and then you'll come back and be like, what happened?
Taking the tech.
It's very powerful.
Just
It's-
one piece.
It's a little more ragged than DMT. I'll put it that way.
Oh, I was gone. I was completely gone for 5 minutes. Just gone, dude. Like my apparently I just laid down and I just curled up, but I
I
wasn't.
don't.
I was
I
tripping
felt
off the.
I didn't. I don't remember much. I'll be honest. So I
Oh,
don't
I
really.
remember mine clearly. I was on like a roller coaster and a dragon was chasing me. Then I was also this dragon. And I was going through the fucking cosmos, man. It's the
I
most
didn't.
awesome trip in the world.
I
It
probably
was
didn't.
slow, but then it would be fast. And then all of a sudden I woke up and it was like, what the fuck? What the
I did.
fuck? And then,
I obviously didn't take enough then. So
oh man, I'm telling you, it's gone. You'll respect salvia. Before that, we done it for like maybe 10 days. It was just fun. Like it'd make you giggle a lot,
yeah.
drool, and like you know how the black and white, the old school, how they shut off the TV and there's just a black and white fuzziness.
Yeah.
Well, you get that pixelation in reality when you get a good salvia little thing
Yeah,
going. You think, oh, that's the trip, but it's
little
not.
fuzzy.
The trip is when you take a little bit more beyond that, and you'll just black out into space, dude.
My youngest boy, who's into he had some, and he came by and tried to turn me onto it, but I obviously didn't take enough of it. But I definitely got
Well,
a buzz.
was it the pure leaf? It was the pure leaf, I presume.
I guess.
Like
I
they
don't
sell
know.
they sell concentrates now,
No, it
but this
was
was like a
something we
100 times
smoked.
concentrate.
No, this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like,
it's smokable product, and
yeah,
it looks like broken up leaves, but then there's a way of
yeah.
concentrating it
We
so
put it
that
in a
it's like.
joint. We put it in a
Well,
joint.
I think the best was like high heat and small little bowls of it, and you
I
just
see.
heat it up and take one big haul, much as you can.
I definitely
And,
got something other than the normal
oh,
thing.
dude, salvia is crazy. I won't do it again. Put it that way. I will not
I'm
do
kind
that
of glad.
again.
I'm kind of glad he didn't really punish me. He's the guy that he gave me a fucking edible, a brownie that had like a quarter pound in it. And I'm like, he texts me as I'm driving home. He goes, Dad, don't eat that whole thing because it's a quarter pound made that. I'm like, dude, I just ate it.
It's too damn late.
And that was the first time that I actually got kind of paralyzed and passed out on cannabis. I couldn't, I made it to my bed, but I couldn't get my legs up on the bed. And I just fell back and passed out for like, I don't know, quite a while.
Do you remember getting like really hot or got spins or anything?
I
Or you
just
just
went,
get feel
just went,
really
just, no, I just went to sleep. But I
right?
couldn't, dude, I was paralyzed. I couldn't move my arms. I couldn't do shit but
Yeah.
go to sleep. And that's basically what I did.
I
And I
think I've
felt
been there.
fantastic. I felt fantastic when I got up in the morning.
Yeah, I think I've been there in cannabis myself, man, where it's almost like you took like too many shots of whiskey and all of a sudden it hits you and you're like, wow, the spins
Yeah,
hit you, it got really hot, everything slowed down, like adrenaline kicked in, slow
I
motion, a little bit white, green in the face, a little upset stomach, like,
slurring of
yeah,
words.
bad. Okay, pass out.
Never tried it. Never tried that or the DMT. Someday, maybe. Never,
I
neither.
love to experiment, but this was when was this back? I was 50. I was Eagles age when I did that. That was 20 years ago. Fucking hey, I'm old. But yeah, I don't do any of that shit now at all. You know, I don't do any of that stuff.
Is
And
there a
even
cutoff?
some, I just,
Well, I still party. Shit,
I don't, I
I
don't
went
do
up to a concert the last couple nights ago, and well, yeah, I got into all kinds of shit.
the cutoff for me was the investment I made into the stem cells. It really I shut all that off. I smoke weed. I take oil. And
Mushrooms?
I haven't for a long time. I mean, I took mushrooms for a year, microdosed, really changed my thinking. And it helped me with my post-traumatic stress tremendously. And then I just decided to quit taking it. And I enjoy cannabis. It keeps me in balance. It gives me motivation. It gives me creativity. I find the more creative I am, the more feeling of worthiness I have. Your self-esteem is at its highest, which keeps everything very productive and efficient, especially in the garden. I see you got your garden going again, Eagle, which is, kudos to that, bro.
It's been growing a little bit in the background on the other side of the wall, but now it's time to step up and get her flowering. So gotta get her back.
I can tell that it brings you peace and joy and happiness, like your whole demeanor in the last weeks, months that you've got your garden got changed from when you did
the plant is back, taking control.
I've always said, man, the most powerful part of that plant isn't just cannabis as a medicine. It's that cultivation right there. It really is.
It's
like therapy. I'm sure like that is, I was a troubled drug addict. Really, I started growing seriously full time when I was 35. I'm 60. But that was when I no longer had any like drug problems that brought me to my knees. Like, and it wasn't like I had to try or anything. It just like happened. Like, oh, those were addictions, and I couldn't seem to beat them. But like when I started like growing full time, like my whole life, like I never had those problems anymore.
Yeah, the plant captures you, and it's the way I put it, and it teaches you. And again, it's just my opinion, but you don't. I mean, that's why I try not to get into splitting too many hairs about it, because if it's working for you, then make sure that continues. Whatever you're doing, keep fucking doing that. If it's producing cannabis and you like it, amen to that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hallelujah. Whatever you want to say, just do it. Keep doing it and spread it around. Provide for others that can't do it. Oil, dude, get that. There's people that are ill out there, my friends. And FICO is very much a anti-inflammatory, amazing anti-inflammatory. It really is. And if you don't want the high, just don't decarb it. It'll still do its trick for you, believe me. And I've been incorporating that into my diet. Plus, when the buds thing has kind of slowed down a little bit, and I'm doing a lot of pheno hunting, so sometimes I end up with phenos that are not really like I would consider keepers. So I just turn them all to oil, and man, you get some nice oil when you take a whole plant and all the buds and just you get some really good oil that way. I'm on a gel cap right now, if you haven't noticed, but yeah. Cheers.
Did not notice.
Good. It's my normal state of being, brother.
Well, guys, I hate to do it. It's always a good. Why? Yeah, I do kind of miss the lackey, the old days where it just ran
forever. Yeah.
Man,
it's okay.
I actually have to run for hours.
You got a real life. That's cool. I mean, thank you, man, for letting me come up here and just run my mouth. It's fun. And I really appreciate you boys on the panel and Major. Always good to see you in the steam room. Bud, always good to see you. Catch you on some other channels, I'm sure. And all the people in the chat room. Fucking hey, man. Peace.
Little fingers.
All right, guys.
Take care, buddy.
I'll sign off next. It was good coming on. All the great conversation tonight. We'll see you around next time. Have a good week, everyone, especially you, Eagle.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Take care. Thank you for popping in, man.
Take care, Betty. Yeah.
Mr. Major. It's been a while, man. I kind of grown to miss you over the years, man, when you don't pop in. I was telling this Angel a little bit about the Major history there. How the Major has evolved in my life over the years. And
Bad influence, bad motherfucker right there,
it
man. Don't
used
fuck
to
with the
be,
nerd.
I still kind of miss the Daily Show rundown. You know what I'm talking about. It used to be, I like this, I don't like this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Very. Well,
And
how
I
was
used
you?
to like blunt. It was honestly, I appreciated it. Yeah, I honestly appreciated it. It was like the honest review. You gave me an honest review, daily back then. And then that kind of evolved a little bit. He kind of came out. We got to talk a little bit. He got a little less shy, started participating in chat a little bit. And then, of course, the reasons, the tips to kill the autos, their reason to kill autos. I've got enough to write a short novel.
Oh, that's coming back, man. I'm starting to hate those fucking things again for some reason.
And then just coming in and hanging out, man. Yeah, it's been a cool journey, brother.
Oh well, let's keep it going, man. Hopefully we don't stop, man. Keep growing till we die. And then I think you just keep on growing after you die. Even then, man, there's no end to this fucking journey, I don't think. Or hopefully not. Hopefully she just goes, man.
We're gonna be them like people that are like, just compost me.
Nah, man. By the time we get real fucking old, they'll have those nanobots. We'll be half robot and just half weed nerd. Just fucking robot nerds, man. Just fucking going. Fuck it.
Oh, if I'm half robot, hopefully they leave my lungs so I can keep smoking weed, or at least one of them. Yeah, robot ain't got no need for smoking weed.
Who
Man,
knows?
does
Maybe
he?
maybe that's the source of the chlorophyll that powers the cells that gets the energy. Who knows what it's gonna have to get the energy from the sun, right? It's gonna be like chlorophyll technology, man. That's what's going. That's what's going to be.
That
Simple,
was
man.
my favorite, one of my favorite nights right there. Hillbilly. Hillbilly says, remember the night where we were talking, we were doing all the math, the numbers on long term.
Oh,
I literally
I'm
found
bringing
that
that back.
fucking the room
We're,
chart and everything the other
I'm
day.
bringing that back because I'm still on the fucking 20 room, 20 weeks sativa is going to win the fucking grants per water, whatever the competition was. We're going to harvest the same after that initial 20 weeks. We're still getting the same. We're still harvesting a room a week. No
I'm
matter what.
willing to see it, brother. I'm willing to see it. Prove me wrong.
I'll
That
start
was a
writing it
fun night,
fucking
though. That
tonight.
was literally, if you, I wish I knew the episode number because that was fun with that. Yeah, that was.
We're coming back. I got some homework I'm gonna do. We're gonna we're gonna have a PowerPoint presentation on it.
We
We're
were
gonna
close
do
that night. That,
all right.
if I remember right, there was even like walk away for a second, one moment during that.
All right, man. Go for a run. We're gonna work this out. Peace.
Later, brother.
Yeah, man.
That was funny. Thank you for bringing that up, Billy. That was a fucking fun fucking night right there. It has been a long, amazing journey. I can't believe I'm coming up on 4 years. 4 completed years, starting year 5, March 25th. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. I've been so blessed to meet so many awesome people. That being said, thank you very much for hanging out with me, Mr. Smiley, the Major Bangus. I need to add Bud E kilowatts to that. And thank you for hanging out in chat. Thank you guys for continuing to support this effort, to watch, to comment, all that shit. I don't say it often. Tell a friend, sub up, all that good stuff, I guess. I feel weird saying that. That being said, enjoy your week. I am lining up some more very epic guests coming up very soon. You guys will be happy to see some of these folks coming up. Some of them are updates, some of them will be new to the channel. Other than that, of course, we will see you Thursday. Same old time. Until then, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of kindness do save lives, and that I can't be any more serious. Everyone needs a little help once in a while, and that is the truth.